Hello and welcome to another iRacing
30
video.
minutes. P2.
P2. I've qualified P2, thanks Jim. So, we are at Phillip Island Circuit. This is again the IMSA
Stay behind
Michelin
Anderson in the left lane.
Pilot Challenge. So, IMSA Michelin Pilot Challenge, just a quick reminder,
Need to get closer
GT4s,
to
which have
Anderson.
just scarpered down the road there, are in this race and they're the faster cars.
I'm gonna leave quite a big gap, so we don't have any problems.
Sensible move. So yeah, the GT4s. GT4 drivers have a choice of a Porsche, a BMW or a McLaren. Porsches tend to be the car of choice a lot of the time in this one. And then the touring cars, which we're in, is just the choice of the Audi. So I have done this race a few times this week, I will admit. I haven't yet won a race. I'm not sure I'm going to this time because Leonardo's looking really fast. And Stefano was pretty quick in qualifying too. So, again, it's kind of just try and get around fairly safely. So, yeah, so I've done this one a few times this week. I've got myself some new pedals, so I'm just trying to get myself used to them. Always takes a little while to get used to the slightly different feel. There's so many adjustments you can make on them. It's unreal, so I'm still getting used to them. But I thought I've got to get one race up, so I'll at least cover a video for every race of this season of the IMSA Michelin Pilot Challenge. So after this, we've got 2 more races left of the season, one at Oulton Park on the Island Circuit and Suzuka on the full Grand Prix circuit at Suzuka, so that should be quite an exciting one. I'm expecting Oulton Park to be quite popular because it's a free circuit, don't have to pay for it. Phillip Island,
Come on, man!
to be honest, most of the races
Okay, Ian.
have only had 5 cars, just like this one. Looks like we're going.
Go, nail it.
That is a tricky corner. Do not want to be going wide there. If the GT4s go wide, they very often will spin.
Car left. Clear left.
Bit deep. Oh, I'm going to go wide.
Car right.
Oh, I spun up the grass. Oh, man. Oh, just caught that grass. Just enough to sling me right round. Alright, let's get it back then. Well, that's going to really put me on the back foot. Especially against Leonardo, because he's very fast, so best I can really try and do now is get myself back on that podium if I can. I had to have a go though, because this track is so difficult to overtake on. That was like an opportunity there, so I had to go for it. Oh, 2 incident points, that's not good. It's because I spun right round.
You're running last.
Haha, thanks Jim. Right, got some hard work here then.
Car right. Clear right.
Oh my god, he doesn't want to battle.
Nice move, mate. There's an incident in turn 10.
This left-hander just goes on and on and on. So what can we do? What can we do?
Okay, Ian, keep doing what you're doing. This is spot on for you 4. That lap time was 1:38.25.
Problem is, if I go too mad, I'm going to use my tyres up. So at the moment I'm on a massive iRacing loss, which is basically how I started the week. So be nice not to end this way.
Alright, Ian, you're reeling this guy in. The gap's now 3.5 seconds. We think P5 has binned it in turn 10.
I need those guys in front to keep their battling going on. I'll slow them down a little bit. Yeah, so Marquez is faster.
That's the fastest lap of the race.
No, it's my fastest lap of the race, not the fastest lap of the race, Jim. About a second faster than Stefano that lap. Still going to take a good 3 or 4 laps to catch him up. Oh, Stefano's passed out.
Right, the guy ahead of us is Wilkins. You're pulling away. The gap behind is now 9.5.
Still pretty close. Think George can have a go.
Incident in the loop.
George is back past. That's certainly up, them two fighting.
Matching race pace, this is good. That was 138.23. Sector 3 is 0.2 off the pace. Car right. Right side's clear.
Definitely can't overtake that.
That's 20 minutes to go, 20 minutes.
All bit sliding.
Okay, Ian, keep piling on the pressure. He'll make a mistake.
Ah, darn it. I had to lift off too much there.
B4. Right side. He's still there. Still there. Clear right. Good work, mate. Keep it up.
Gosh. I like to make it easy for myself, do I? Car left. Hold your line. Clear left. Alright Ian, we're matching race pace. P2.
Good pass.
Come on,
make
Ian.
it easy for him. Make him go the long way around.
See if we can start to stretch this. It'll be tough. Only slight concern is whether I've used my tyres a bit too much. I don't think I'm going to be able to do anything about Marquez. He's 9 seconds ahead.
Pulling away from the guy behind. The gap's now 0.9. That last lap was a 1:38.67.
Two behind, I really go for it. Not a great lap.
Minutes remaining, 15 minutes to go. We like this. Keep doing it. Okay, Ian, that's half distance. Fuel levels are fine.
Yeah, that lap wasn't great, no, Jim? At all. That was a scruffy one.
Your last lap time was at 1:38.92.
I'm starting to pull away from those guys. This is when I start to struggle in this race. It's about half distance. Tyres start to go off a bit. Not getting anywhere near Marquez.
Well, that was a 1:38.63. behind's increased to 2.5 seconds. That's half fuel. You've used half your fuel.
Although my lap times aren't horrendously bad compared to Marquez's, but so there is an element of, oh, what could have been had I not dived in on the first lap. And unusually for the TCR, spun me right round as well. Balls behind are still flipping it around.
The gap to Marquez ahead is now 9.6. We're setting the pace. Your lap time was 1:38.43.
Half decent lap. Smidgen bit faster than Marquez's that time.
P2.
He's way off over the hill there though.
Okay, Ian, 10 minutes to go. That's 10 minutes left.
Try to lose a lot of time.
This is looking good.
It's that section just there, the long left hand sequence.
You're matching race pace. Your lap time was at 1:38.77.
The reality is I don't think I'm going to catch Marquez, so there is that element of, you know, there's 10 minutes left. Risk v reward and all that.
The gap to Marquez ahead is now 9.6.
And I'm on 2 incident points, which shouldn't be too much of an issue.
The gap behind's increased to 6.8 seconds.
I'll slower this time. Yep.
Good consistency. Keep them coming. That lap was at 1:38.80.
just stuck in his lap times now. I can't seem to get any improvement. Yeah, definitely the best of the tyres are gone. Bad doubt. Just can't seem to get that last section. When the tyres start to wear, I really do lose a lot of lap time. Just a bit wide.
There's an incident in turn 4. Okay, Ian, you've got 10 minutes of fuel remaining.
Well, at least I gave it a go. Tried the overtake, failed miserably, but sometimes you just got to have a go. At least I didn't take him out or anything like that.
That's 5 minutes to go. Come on, keep it together. We'll be on the podium here.
I'm going to try, Jim. This is a nice, potentially 20 iRating gain, so you don't scoff at that.
139.03.
It's the forever corners, this is.
The gap behind is now 8.5.
So, the new pedals are the Heusinkveld Ultimate Plus pedals, and they are amazing. Absolutely amazing. The amount of adjustment you have on them compared to the Fanatec V3s that I had initially. And that's the sort of what my issue is. It's got so much adjustment. I've literally spent all week just moving the SIMRIG around, trying to get them in the right position just for comfort. Next thing I've got to work on is actually the pedals themselves, because you can adjust the travel, the amount of brake force that you've required. At the moment I'm on 70 kilo brake force.
Sector 2 is 0.33 off the pace.
You can go up to 140. I don't think so.
You're being caught by the VT4 cars.
Oh, so I am. Oh, we did leave a big gap, didn't we, at the start?
Blue flag. Blue flag. Left side, clear left. That's 2 minutes left, 2 minutes.
So I don't think I'm quite at the same pace as I was with the Fanatec just yet. So when I did try Donington, I couldn't quite get as fast as I was in the Fanatec, but
Okay, Ian, one more
you know,
to go.
the Fanatec's I've
Keep
used for
going, we'll be on the podium.
well over 12 months. These I've had for 1 week. And you can definitely feel, certainly on the trail braking, they're definitely improved.
Of fuel remaining, 5 minutes. Alright Ian, there's a faster car approaching.
Yeah, it's alright Jim. Last corner. For me, the last lap. Be mighty gutting if Marquez happens to spin now. I'll take second though. Second still positive for it. Positive result.
Well done, decent drive.
Whew. Positive iRacing gain. So beginning of the week, I can't blame the pedals. All I can actually blame is my concentration. So the first race I did this week, nothing to do with the pedals whatsoever. I don't know what I was doing. I was daydreaming ever so. And on the fast left-hander just up here, it was a moment of, oh, I'm not braking when I should be. Tapped the barrier and that was enough to get the black and orange flag. Had to pit for repairs. On my way into the pit, I touched the grass. It's like a comedy of errors really. So here's where I went sailing off into the kitty litter. And then on my way into the pits, touched the grass. I sped in the pit lane. So I then got a 30-second penalty. So it was just, yeah, when it went wrong, it went wrong. Alright, let's get this pulled up into the pits. There's a lot of grass in this pit lane entry. So I touched that grass and ended up spinning through there.
What's your speed limit in the pits? Pit lane speed limit is 72 kilometers per hour. Box in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Oh, too far forward. Right, let's check out the race incidents. Let's get those overlays off. Just quickly, before I get to the replays, I'll just give you a quick show. So these are the new pedals. This is what they look like. They are amazing. Actually look gorgeous. And yeah, that brake pedal can be set to 140 kilos of force. I'm struggling to do 70 at the moment. So yeah, there's a lot of potential to move things around. Okay, Let's get this. Right, I'm trying my new Stream Deck for the replays. So in theory, it's all set. So this replay start. That's correct. Play. Woohoo! It's working. Now we want to go to next lap. These are qualifying laps. Here we go. Got the race. Clear the HUDs. Yes, that button works. Right, I'm just going to watch my fast forward it ever so slightly to my incident where I was trying to overtake Marquez. Look at it. I think I was fair enough alongside. That wasn't particularly a lunge, it was just yeah, I just lost the rear, didn't I? See the rear slip, and it just touched that grass. Woo! Those guys did well to miss me there. Goodness for that. Right. Next incident, GT4s. I can well imagine that is really easy to do in the GT4s. Uh-oh. Two cars don't always go around that corner. Uh-oh. That's in the loop. I've been off there many times on the loop. Pretty well to get away with that, actually. That's going to be a tap. And a tap. Tip, tip, tip. I'm knocking at the door. Right. What we got? Oh. Tap. Oh, what's it going to... No, it didn't quite push him right out. Are we going to get a tap back? Oh no. I thought he was going to go off there. Oh, it's our red BMW friend again. Might want to increase his traction control. And that is it. Wow, that was a pretty sparse on the incident. Good to see I made up part of it. Really do want to quit. So, oh, there we go again. Right, the results are in, and we had two splits. Wow, actually had two splits for this. So this was top split. Strength field of 2.3. Our safety rating didn't change despite those two incidents from the spin. We did gain 19. Wasn't quite right on the overlays. It did say 20, so we only got 19. So that keeps, oh, we're just 7 away from the 3K, which would be truly amazing. And sort of justifies my decision to run primarily a single series in a single car for a whole season. So as I've mentioned, there's actually 12 weeks in a season. We've had 10 so far. When I started this season, my I rating was, I know it was 1.9. I don't know exactly what the 1.9 was. So I'm looking at a 1K increase from doing just a single series in that single car. So you really start to master a car. So the decision is what I'm going to do in season 4, whether I stay in these Audi touring cars for another season, whether I change to a different car and spend another season doing something else. But I have to say I do enjoy the Audi touring cars. And it's just nice having the GT4s in there as well. Just adds a little bit of extra for the races. So anyway, stop droning on and quickly run through the biggest gainers in the race. So we have Andre, I think it's going to be in the GT4s with a plus 81. And the biggest loser in the GT4s looks to be Andreas with a minus 75. In the Audi touring cars, the biggest gainer was Leonardo Marquez. No incidents, well played, man. With a plus 28, and the biggest loser was George Wilkins with a minus 32. So the final scores on the door was, in terms of lap times, yeah, Marquez just got me there, and he just got me in qualifying as well. So he's just nipped me everywhere. Obviously, I was nowhere near in the race. But yeah, I'm pleased with that. Still come away with second, still come away with an iRating gain. I've got my whole week's worth of lost points back, and a few more now. And I'm just at 7 away from 3k. That'd be amazing if I can make that. Season's out. Next week's race, I suspect, will be tough. Alton Park, it's a free track. Everybody will have it. So I'm expecting some nice big grids for that. So there we go. That's that. So I will say, as always, thank you very much if you're still here and still watching. Actually, wasn't a bad race. In terms of, at least I had to overtake some people, and I did overtake. That was quite pleasing as well. To actually get that overtakes in. Just a shame actually, because I think if I hadn't have messed up that first lap, myself and Leonardo could have had quite a good battle actually, because our lap times weren't that far off each other. So yeah, thank you very much for watching, and I will say goodbye. But before I do, if you really like it, do hit that subscribe button. And YouTube is also going to let you offer you a couple of links to some other videos you might like. So thank you and goodbye. Bye.